stop making me do yoga. Who the fuck wants to do yoga in a game?
All right.
That was the worst part of any game I've ever played. Hi guys, I'm Ed.
I'm Harry.
Welcome to a brand new segment that we're calling Hog Off.
Yes. Well, I didn't agree to that, but...
No, I did. I'm calling it Hog Off.
So what this will be is a small debate over a video game topic that was brought up the other day. Now, when we were doing the top 10 games from the 2000s, Ed mentioned he didn't really like Grand Theft Auto games. Why is that, Ed?
Oh, let's just get straight into it then. So, I just don't like them. I think they're boring. So basically, people are divided into two camps. Mm-hmm. Do you like to go out and play the missions, or do you like to go out and kill prostitutes and ramp off their dead bodies?
I like missions and not much else. I don't like to do the free-roaming stuff and just explore the city. I prefer the missions and the story because I think that's where it really shines.
I couldn't disagree more. I think the stories are vapid, boring, actually not that fun. The missions are kind of like, okay, whatever, I'll just do this so that I can unlock more stuff, so I can enjoy more. Basically, what I used to do was when I had friends who played the same game, I'd go into school or university, I'd go, can I borrow your memory card? I'd copy over all the data, so I had all 3 islands and I could drive around and kill as many prostitutes as I wanted, and then I wouldn't have to do any of the missions. I could just carry on.
But you enjoy playing the open world roaming of it?
Yeah, that's what I enjoy more. I enjoy driving around, killing people and having fun and doing stupid shit. That's why so Grand Theft Auto 5, that came out initially September 2013, 2011, I think. No, sorry, it was 2013. Was it 2013 or was it 2012?
Sorry, which GTA?
GTA 5.
Well, 2011 was, PlayStation 3 wasn't even out by that point.
PlayStation 3 in 2011, are you high?
Oh, PlayStation 3, sorry. 2006,
yeah, no, they came out on the initial first-gen consoles. Then they were released on PS4 and Xbox One. I'm not sure if they were at the same time, but I bought it and they were like, okay, Grand Theft Auto Online's going to be a thing. And I went, oh fuck, that's going to be fucking awesome. I'm going to be able to go around and drive and kill other people. I bought it and they went, oh, it's not going to be available until November or something. So I went, shit, I've just been fooled into buying this. So I thought, fuck it, I'll play through the story because I can't do anything else. And I hated it. I was driving around going, I hate all of you. I wouldn't even want to be in Sainsbury's for people like you. And I'm having a...
Like who?
Like Franklin is just unlikable. I hate him. Everyone's like, oh, but he's the kind of eye-rolling one who doesn't really want to be in, but fuck him, he's shit.
So you dislike the characters?
I dislike everything. I think the story's boring and like its whole...
The story is not boring.
Right, okay, why do you think the story's engrossing? What do you think about its engrossing?
So with each GTA game, I found the story to be a particular highlight. Vice City being the prime example. You know, it's a great sort of film parody, and it builds on that in, new ways. It's a great story. And Tommy Vercetti's out of prison, he builds his empire, he takes down his old enemies that were the ones that set him up in the first place, and by the end of it, you have taken over the city. You have won. And there's no better feeling than that. And you're saying you'd rather just sort of piss about and go and do jumps and stuff and kill because it doesn't get boring.
Well,
surely it must get boring.
No. Well, yeah, but I think the storyline gets boring as well. But I don't play the GTA games because they're shit. That's my point.
Okay, you say the storyline gets boring, but surely that's because you feel it goes on too long, or what?
I don't associate with it. I'm going, stop making me do yoga. Who the fuck wants to do yoga in a game?
All right.
That was the worst part of any game I've ever played, was stand here for 20 minutes of your fucking life and do yoga.
All right.
That was so...
I'll give you that. I'll give you that there can be some irritating minigames, but that's part of the open roaming. You don't have to do that. That's not part of the story.
I thought it was part of the story.
There was one mission in the 5th game.
That's what I'm talking about.
But it was only very brief.
It was long enough.
To introduce that gameplay element in the story, but it wasn't...
Gameplay element? It was just a one-off mini-game, and it sucked.
You could go and play yoga anytime.
Could you?
That's part of the open roaming stuff.
Why the fuck would you want to do that?
Well, you wouldn't, but completionists might want to do that, wouldn't they?
Fair enough. So another issue I have is, despite you could say all you want about the story, and actually, in fairness, what you said actually did sound like they'd actually bother continuing with the story. But you can write the best story you want.
Well, that was Vice City in GTA 3, but you're now talking about GTA 5.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about the stories kind of obviously they're totally different. But like with that, the fact they've carried that over story-wise, admittedly, I'll give it that. That's quite cool. Okay. The problem is, you can write the most serious story you want, but if you're running around clubbing people to death with a big pink dildo, how much juxtaposition are you getting between lovely, serious, well-thought-out story and insane, sexualized madness with no point to it? I don't get, you can't build a serious story if you're going to encourage people. If you're going to call, Zero Punctuation said this very well. If you want your story to be taken seriously and things like that, don't call an internet cafe twat. and things like that. Because all that does is make it go, this is just a giant
Look, you're
piss
getting
take.
off topic now, because that's always been the GTA kind of humour of things, that things do have funny names.
But it's mixed. That's such a kind of mixed message.
Nothing to do with the story itself.
But, like,
that's part of the fun open worldness of it. And what you're arguing for is, I guess, a fun open world GTA where there's no story.
Yeah.
But those things would exist, surely.
Yeah.
Well, what is there to that? That is literally just GTA Online.
Yeah, GTA Online is the best thing that Grand Theft Auto have ever done. The ability to go around, especially with friends, drive about, kill other players, do heists with them, which is the best thing GTA have ever done. All of that made GTA 5 the best out of all the other games because it had that option.
I don't disagree. I find that GTA 5 was by far the most substantial entry in the series and the most enjoyable because of all the features it had in it, like all that. But surely, in your argument, you said that those features don't make it a good game because there's too much in it.
Yeah, that's kind of, well, with the online, you strip there's no need to do any story. I mean, there is stuff. There are some characters who try and give you missions, and I try and avoid them like the plague. But heists and stuff, they're legitimately fun to do with people, and that's not necessarily to do with the story.
Heists make up the biggest part of the story. That is the whole point of the story.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because you can translate the medium in which you're doing them and just plonk them in a kind of random scenario, like you say in the storyline in the single player.
So dull.
No, have you done it?
Yes, of course I have.
Then how could you say it's dull?
Because it is. Because you've done it all during the story, and it's more engrossing because you played the story to the point where you know why you're doing it. That's the whole point of the story. Is it's these heists that escalate and escalate up to the one big final job, which is amazing. It's great you've earned those stories, you've earned that right. Whereas online, it's just sort of crazy, wacky online stuff. And yeah, fair enough if you enjoy the kind of stuff, it's there, but it just doesn't feel earned to me.
I just don't feel that the GTA storylines deserve as much praise as everyone gives them. And everyone's like, oh, they're great. They're boring. They're not actually that cool. Vice City kind of parodying Scarface, way better.
Okay.
This whole three-way person thing they did, admittedly, was like a nice change. It was like, okay, but that just gave me more people to hate.
Interesting. I know you're a hateful person. We'll ignore that for now. See, I've argued in previous videos that when a game does a new entry into a series, they have to build on the existing gameplay and not differ too much to keep it fresh. Now, with GTA games, there's not much you can really do because the core gameplay is in itself very good, and there's not much you can build on apart from adding new vehicles or new ways of exploring, So I thought that was quite a clever mechanic. I mean, it didn't feel so welcome in a GTA game, and I felt like it was a good addition. It was a good new thing to try.
Right.
I suppose again the problem is with the three protagonists, you need to have someone you can identify with as a player, and this helped build on that by giving, I guess, 3 sets of different people a different character to identify with.
Which one did you identify with? Are you the black guy who's very hipster and then steals cars? Are you the mentalist who sets people on fire? Or are you the psychopathic cunt who screams at his family?
Well, I wouldn't use those words, I suppose, the family guy, but... No, Michael. Michael was the family man, the old guy, it's 3 very distinct characters, and now, I suppose some semblance of them is relatable, but I mean, I think that just adds to the narrative. I think it makes a very enjoyable experience, because it's not just one story, you're following 3 that weave together in a very good way. And another thing that GTA games have done very well recently is when you have to make choices that affect the story. And that was something you saw quite a lot in GTA 5, and you had to make some serious choices that really affected how the game ended, which made it all more enjoyable for me. Right. But I suppose that meant nothing to you.
That's a kind of game mechanic though, rather than an actual point in the plot. Like if you write into your
serious plot point, I mean the ending when you have to choose one of the guys.
No, but that's not relevant to just GTA. You could say that about any story where
we're just talking about GTA, though.
No, I know, but any game where midway during the game a decision you make shifts the ending. That's well designed.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean the rest of the story around it's any good.
We're getting off topic here now.
I don't think we are. That's exactly what you just said. And I just said, no, it doesn't work like that. Yeah, okay, fine.
You can say it, but that doesn't make it a fact. You're just stating something that's just stating something. It makes no sense. The point of what you were saying earlier was you don't like GTA because of the story.
Yeah. And I think people over-qualify it and be like, oh no, it's a great storyline. It's not a great storyline. It's an average storyline at best.
Yeah, so I fully disagree.
Okay.
For the reason we discussed.
You're welcome to. Do you disagree? Let us know in the comment section below, because I can't be fucked to keep arguing about this anymore, because we'll just go in circles. If you enjoyed our first ever Hog Off, let us know, because we might do some more of these if more of these kind of dividing topics between us come up. Who do you think won? I don't think it was me. You'll probably all say him.
I didn't realise I was going to be a winner here, but if
there might be.
If you
there has to be a winner somewhere. Internet, decide in the comments. But either way, thank you very much for watching.
We're going to dim these lights and keep talking to each other, even though you won't be able to hear us, as they do with most news shows.
Or we'll try to do that in post. Anyway, we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye, Aziz.
Bye, Aziz. That was no shot of papers.
Oh, I see. You need to get some papers.
I don't know. I didn't have any papers to read at all.